This video from SharpHelp, we're going to take a quick look at the out-the-box setup or initialization of the XE-A202 register. So you may have bought the machine second-hand or may have used it in another business and you're now setting up a different business, so you want to make sure the machine is totally wiped, there's no sales data on there, there's none of the old business's programming information on there, so we need to initialize the machine. There's a couple of things you need to do in order to do that. The first is to make sure that in here, if you lift the print cover off, there's a battery compartment. You probably can't see it on the video, but you need to make sure that there's no batteries in there. And then you also need to make sure that you have with the machine the correct key. So with the keys control the mode you're in, so there's a reg mode for sales and all reporting modes. Pop the MA key into the till here and turn it around to the reg position, and then turn the machine on or connect it to the mains, plug it in. You should see a dot appear here, flashing dot, and the machine should beep 3 times. This means that the initialization has been carried out successfully. The machine has now got no sales data in it and only the default basic Sharp programming in, so it's now up to you to program the machine. Before you do that, we need to put in the batteries and the till roll paper. So the batteries are memory protection batteries. They're just normal AA batteries, but they'll save any sales and programming data on the machine. So it's important to do that before you do the programming, because otherwise if you turn the machine off without the batteries in, you'll lose all your sales and programming information. Just go in the little compartment at the back here. There you go. Mine's quite an old machine. I got it second hand. It's probably about 15 years old. So there's batteries. It's taken a while to get rid of that little L, but the L basically indicates low battery, so that's a warning. So if you get the L come back up, it means you need to change or double check the batteries. The till rolls, so it's the 202 is one of the first cash registers to have a thermal printer. So thermal paper is only single ply, so it's just a single ply till roll, 58 or 57 millimeters wide. And it has a shiny side. Thermal paper has a shiny side, which is the bit that the print will appear on. It's heat sensitive, and the dull side. So the only difference is that it's normal till roll paper, with the top side's been coated with thermal chemicals to make it thermal heat sensitive. So boring explanation, but obviously any till before this machine came out generally was non-thermal, so it'd have an ink ribbon and an ink cartridge. So these machines are better and popular in one respect because you haven't got to mess around with ink ribbons, but obviously then you need the correct till roll paper. So to load the new till roll, pull this lever up, the platen arm lifts up, and then you just drop the paper in, thermal shiny side facing down like this, close the platen arm over, and the till will start printing and move the paper on. So you can then, obviously you might be using the machine in journal mode, so if you've got a spool there and you want to load the paper onto it, then obviously the paper needs to be fed onto the spool. I don't have a spool on this machine, and I'm actually going to be using it in receipt mode anyway, so I don't need the spool. So pop your print cover back on, tear the excess paper off, and then the machine's ready to use. So you could start doing sales on it if you wanted to, or you can now start programming date and time. So I'll have a playlist of programming videos. I'll have some videos showing you how to do basic operations on the machine, and then other videos going into detail about how you can set the machine up, what the machine can and can't do. So feel free to check those out. You can also subscribe to this SharpHelp YouTube channel. The more subscribers I get, the more videos I'll keep doing on these old machines, so please subscribe. And you can also visit sharphelp.co.uk, which is where we've got all our information on all the Sharp cash registers we support. So thanks for watching.